Yes, week 4 interview with Kevin.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully we can hear you this week. I don't know why that didn't work last week, but after 2 different recordings, we're going to try this again. So let me share out my screen.
Okay.
And we will get to getting, my friend. Share and share alike. Sharing is caring. And here we go with week 4. Can you see that, Senor?
Yes, I can see that.
Crap, it just went to week 5 because I'm stupid. There we go. All right, back to week 4. Let's start where we start. Oh, thank goodness. Look at the amazing feat that was pulled off that some say it couldn't happen. What is with this?
Don't you normally have slides or?
No. We haven't done that since the start of this season. Catch up. We're just looking at it live. So here we go. Me versus your wifey poo, where I should have been killed.
Okay, so this is last week, correct?
Yes.
You should have lost. However, you won, squeaked by. Your team overperformed. I'm guessing these lineups are from this week because you got an empty spot.
No, I took out my kicker because I didn't want to give me negative points on Monday night.
Okay, shrewd. Okay, let's won by 170 to Dawn's 156. Poor Dawn, that's a decent score.
Yeah.
Let's see. On her, Jalen Hurts did fine, as did her favorite, Jahmyr Gibbs. A.J. Brown in the dumps again. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. 2.7.
Finally had a good week last week, but oh my goodness. Pittman 15, but then we've got Emeka.
Emeka, yep.
24. That's a dynamic start. But it wasn't enough. Look at the defense for the Lions.
That's huge.
27.24. I'm sure that had you sweating.
Mm-hmm.
On your side, you finally had a good day from Drake May.
Really good.
Good day from Christian McCaffrey.
Really
and
good.
A great day, finally.
Welcome, Ashton Genty.
To the scoring. I like it. I think he's the one who won it for you. Without that monster,
For sure.
you would have lost.
Yep.
Looking at your bench, good start on Pickens.
Yeah, you were so funny. Here I thought, wow, why is Kev complimenting me? I had forgot that I didn't have him starting, so I'm like, why is Kevin complimenting me? That's not right. I look, oh, he's mocking me because he's on my bench. Now it all makes sense.
I am mocking you because you are tall.
Exactly. Go ahead.
Okay, well, yeah, like I said, you won despite your Pickens start. Does he find the starting lineup this week?
Oh, I think
we'll
so.
see.
Yeah. Okay, so that was that was a crazy game. I definitely did not expect to win, but always happy for a win, no matter what and how it happens. Let's move on to this will be Sam versus Kat. Sam and Kat, like the show.
Kat puts up a monster 182 to Sam's 155. Sam did good.
Yeah, another one.
Better.
Yeah.
Looking at Sam's team, so Stroud gets 22, 30 from Bijan. That's nice. 31. I mean, look at these.
Yeah.
Your first 4 scores.
Yeah.
But then it kind of falls off. But still, like we've said in the past, normally 155 is good enough.
Gets it done, yeah.
Get it done, but not against the powerhouse that is Dallas Hurts. So Mahomes gets a 35.
Huge day.
24 and a half. Not bad. Then we get another 27 from Drake London. And then finishing up this lineup, you've got Marvin Harrison Jr. going off for almost 19. Excuse me. And then the Texans defense. Big scoring defenses this week. Good grade. 22.04. Looking at the benches, not a ton. Dallas Goedert did okay on the bench for almost 20. But that's probably it for there. Nicely done. 2 competitive teams.
Yeah, most definitely. Like you said, most weeks Sam wins with that kind of score. But when you go up against a powerhouse that goes crazy like Kat did, hard to win that one. Oh, another decent bit of scores here coming up. This is Todd versus Greg. Greg finally posts a good score, and he finally gets his win, which is good, over Todd's 3-0.
Very good, Greg. Congratulations. Gets one in the win column. He takes down Todd to the tune of 164 to 149. Let's see how he does it. Not with Daniel Jones, but with Josh Jacobs.
Big day.
Almost 32 points. Combined 30 from Javonte Williams and Brian Thomas Jr. Nice out of Shakir as well, 18. And then look at R.J. Harvey.
Wow.
Another player I don't know anything about.
He was a very highly touted rookie, but go ahead.
Yeah, 22.12, very nice. And then again with these defenses scoring big.
Yeah, 15.
15 points for, like we said, 164, nicely done. How did Todd slip? Let's take a look. Well, only half the projected points for Geno Smith. That doesn't help. Derrick Henry, single digits. That stinks.
Yeah. Quinton Judkins.
Oh, okay, easy for you to say. 21.
He's another rookie that everybody liked.
Some guy's got to be close to the number one receiver in the league. If he's not, he's close. 26 points.
Yeah.
Who's
Rome Odunze.
Rome Odunze.
Yeah, he was a rookie last year, I think, that was supposed to be good. Did crappy because Chicago was crappy, but this year he's been one of the top 5 wide receivers this year. So learn his name.
He's still focused on his wedding plans. Might need to make a change there. But then look we've got almost, 40, 50 points out of this combo of Breece Hall, Courtland Sutton, and the Steelers D. Very nice. Todd, you got 2 open spots just in case you feel
he
like
knows
filling
it. No, he knows. I'm sure he knows. This man's savvy.
Okay, very good. And then really nothing on the bench for either of these teams. With the
Well,
exception.
Travis Etienne had 21.
That's what I said, the exception to him. But who are you going to sit? Well, look, I would have put him in for that Quinshon Judkins.
But yeah, he scored 20. Yeah, you wouldn't have swapped out Derek Hall. Derrick Henry. You wouldn't have switched out Derrick Henry. That's for sure.
Right.
And Breece Hall, how do you not start him against a bad Miami? I mean, he made the right starts, I think, but just came up short because Greg had the day he did. Oh, here we go. Thank God. I'm sorry for Terry's loss, but this helped me sleep after my late night sweats over Amari DeMarcado.
Oh, yeah, when you were
Jesus.
looking after her team. Yes. Yeah, you tried your best. I think everybody knows that. So poor Terry falls. She only scores 90 against, what's the
hen and the chicken? I don't know. This has got to be Joe or Greg with their every week updates. Nick, I take it back. It's Nick. It's Nick with his every week
Nick's
updates.
137. I'll try to remember that.
It's going to change next week, so don't remember it. Keep going.
Well, he won despite leaving 36.02 on the bench.
Hey, much like me.
Justice Hill.
Yeah.
But he still wins. Why? Well, Matthew Stafford gets him 37.5. That helps. And then a bunch of double-digit scores until we get to Deebo Samuel, who's good for 20. And another, God, look at, again, the Broncos, 20 points almost. These defenses this week going crazy. Let's take a look at Terry's team. So Lamar Jackson, which we've brought this up before. The only problem, and there are not a lot of problems, what I meant to say, in drafting Lamar Jackson. If there are any, it's the fact that he could go for 40 or he could go for 10.
Yeah.
And another one of those weeks.
And the injury issue, but you're right.
Couldn't muster a dozen points. Barkley gets her 17. Nothing from Warren. I'm guessing he didn't play or didn't start.
Yeah, no, he was this. The Jalen Warren thing was some pure gamesmanship by these coaches and squads all week long. Jalen Warren's questionable, but all the reports keep coming out. He's going to play. He's going to play. Literally Saturday night, he's going to play. Sunday morning, 5:30 a.m. I'm up. I look at it. Jalen Warren out, inactive. I'm a son of a. And her other guys already started, so I was like, I got nobody to put in. So thankfully, it didn't affect the overall score, but continue on.
Yeah, and then McConkey, like the picture you posted or someone posted, got his arms ripped off in a combine accident. He couldn't get more than 2 points. But then Quentin Johnson has a decent day, 24 almost.
Yep.
And then not much until we get to, again, another overperforming, high-scoring defense.
Yeah.
50.2 for the Eagles. Looking at the bench, she had Kyle Pitts, but he more than doubled what he's supposed to. Normally, that guy's not that great, but like you said, didn't hurt her. It wouldn't have mattered either way. Good job, Nick. Sorry, Tare. Is that all of them, or is there one more?
Nope. We got two more. So here we go. Next to Mr. Nate versus Joseph.
Oh, okay, so Joe changed his team again.
Yes.
All right, so Nate, the big bad bear, falls this week to H.E. Pennypacker.
That's got to be a Seinfeld one. Again, another one I don't know, but we'll look it up. I'm sure somebody's going to send it in the chat, so look for it.
To Joe's team. Joe manages to win with a underwhelming 141, but that's because, let's take a look. Over on Nate's side, got plenty of points from Josh Allen.
Yep.
Which you expect, but his running backs didn't do great. Combined 20 for those guys. Nico Collins, he had a good day from Garrett Wilson, which we pointed out, but then single digits the rest of the way until he gets to his kicker, 13.2. Like I said, he gets 123, almost 124. Checking his bench, Dak Prescott, very nice, but you're not going to start him.
Over Josh Allen, although don't count Nate out from doing that this week. Who knows? He's a man that likes to ride the wave, and right now the wave is high with Dak, so we'll see.
Oh, okay, well, we shall see. On the flip side, Joe did a really good job starting the right guys, because you can look at his bench. Not a lot there, but on his team, Justin Herbert doesn't help. Devon Achane helps a little. Nothing from Chubba Hubbard. So what happened? Puka Nacua almost racks up 40 points.
He's the number one wide receiver.
Yeah, and then that was pretty much it. It was that score. Rest of the way was very pedestrian, but that's all he needed. 141 gets it done.
Yeah, I didn't need a lot to beat old Nate with his 123, and that's the way the cookie crumbles, as they say. And let's get to cookies once again with Camp Krusty Cookies and Mr. Clemens.
I finally scratch out another win against Kev. I am sorry, Kev.
2 weeks in a row. Just beating the poor man. He's already down. You just kept punching him in the face.
But I didn't kill him. I even pretty much just came in when I was supposed to, 142. But he gets 126. Okay, let's see. How did I muster this? Did I make the right call between Baker? I did. So I put in Baker Mayfield for 29. I'm sorry, 26 points just about. And then Bucky Irving gets me almost 30, and I love the guy's name.
Yep.
Kyron Williams, very pedestrian, but then JJ, good for 24.6, very nice. Devonta Adams, 15, lots of decent scores. My Packers didn't do me any favors.
You would have been better off starting the Ravens. You had 2 negative scores from both your defenses.
Yeah, exactly.
But Matt Gay comes through.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. So on the flip side, Jordan Love gets him almost 35 points. That's nice. He's out of the blocks with that. Plus, Jonathan Taylor, good for almost 15. Trey Benson, whoever that is.
He's the backup to John Connor. Not John Connor. Connor, the guy in Arizona who went out. Go ahead.
The guy. Oh, yeah. Okay, then we've got Neighbors falls to earth with 4.
I think he was injured.
That's not great. Xavier Worthy, though, nice for 17. Same with Ferguson, 17. And then 11.2. Didn't help. It wasn't enough. Camp Krusty gets it done. 142. Looking at our benches, Brock Purdy, but Jordan Love still gave him almost 35, so he made the right calls.
Well, Marvin Mims could have helped with 21.46. And Travion Henderson. But again, it's hard to know. I mean, I'm sure he thought when he put Trey Benson, he's going to get the bulk of the work in Arizona that night. He did, but it wasn't a great game for Arizona. They just didn't play very well. And so even though that guy got the majority of the snaps until about the mid-fourth quarter, it didn't matter, and he only came up with 10 points. I mean, he got him 10, but, not a ton at all. It was all split with the other guy that Terry had on the bench who got another 10. So if you combine them both, you had 20, but they couldn't do that. So let's get to standings, and we'll take a look at who sits where and what was shifted. I know that Todd got his first loss and Greg got his first win. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it. So Brockway, alone at the top at a decent record of 3-1. We have H.E. Pennypacker.
That's Joe.
Which again, Joe's team. And then bring it up. We got a 2-way tie now for second place. The hen and the chicken and the something at 2-2, tied with Camp Krusty. So still anyone's division there. Ogdenville. We've got some separation. There's the top tier and then everyone else. So that top tier being Kat racks up her 3rd win. She's also at 3-1. The intermezzo.
That's Sam.
That's One Magic Loogie. Both.
And that's Greg. Yep.
Gosh, 1 and 3. So Greg gets his first win, finds himself in second place. That's all right. North Haverbrook. Uncle Todd gets his first loss. He's at 3-1, but he is still alone at the top because we have 500 records for both Worthy and Elaine's Nipple. That moves you out of the
basement.
Matthew, very nice.
Happy about
and
that.
Springfield, oh my, very competitive over there. We got a two-way tie for first place. Both Don with Malibu and Nate with Big Bag Bear at 2-2. And not a pick, it's a scratch at 1-3. Apparently, this is the division to be in.
Yeah. Again, there's not a huge amount of separation, but good to see everybody off the schneid. There's no losing teams anymore. Everybody's got at least one win, so congrats there. And again, stays pretty competitive in most of them. There's no 4-0 or 0-4s at least this week, so that's good. Let's look at the offers report. Looks like on the wire. Looks like there was a lot of interest in Mr. Woody Marks. The first question, without looking, can you tell me what team he's on, Kev?
No idea.
Houston. Okay, he was another guy that was touted.
Never heard of the guy.
He was touted in the fantasy crosstalk before the season, and obviously he's now emerged. So Sam bid big and beat everybody with 62 to Uncle Todd's 26. Who else was looking for him? Nobody else was looking for him there. The Browns, there was a bidding war. Again, Todd won that with $10 to 0. Any other? I don't see any other conflicts. It looks like everybody else picked up everybody just who they wanted for whatever price they wanted to pay.
Lose anything for $1? Let's see. Uncle Todd. No. You had no dollar bids?
I had nothing. I had nothing this week. I literally made no moves because I looked at my bench and I was like, I'm satisfied right now with where I am. And with Joe and his stupid short benches, I can't pick up people like I used to all the time. So anyhow, that was that. Let's get to this week's games. And here we go. Let's look at the first box.
Okay, yeah, leave it on this one. I like this.
Oh, God damn it. I already moved it.
I like that other view.
Well, this doesn't tell you who's playing.
Yes, it does. Well, yeah, but
just stick with it. Let's go with this one. This is me versus Greg.
Okay, this is you and Greg. Greg coming off of a big win. You coming off of a win. So let's see what happens here. Spongeworthy out of the gates quick with 27, almost 28 from Christian McCaffrey. No other scores on this matchup. Let's take a look at the line. You're projected to get 141 to his 120. So obviously they like you. They like you in this matchup. By a good 20 points. Jeez Louise. Let's see. You got Bo Nix. You're starting Drake May. Okay, let's see what happens there.
Sticking with the hot hand. He's doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. And again, I don't expect 37 out of Ashton Genty, but if he'd get me 15 or 20, I'd be more than happy. Ted McMillan could take some friggin' cues. That sack isn't showing up. And George Pickens, I guarantee you this week he's going to score under 10 because he scored 35 last week on my bench, and now I put him in. He's going to give me a big finger and just say, screw you, Dickie, I'm not playing for you. Meanwhile, I'm sure Daniel Jones is going to go off. RJ Harvey, that 9.4 is only depressed because he scored so much the week before and didn't do anything the weeks before that, so we'll see. But it should be a decent matchup. You never know. We're still early in the games. Brian Thomas Jr. is a guy that everybody keeps waiting for his breakout game. I hope it's not this one. So we'll see how that one goes. But it should be a good matchup. Let's move to the next affair. That would be your wife versus Sam. Looks like goose egg so far, but here's the lineups.
Okay, so clearly Don needs to.
We got Woody Marks in the game for Sam.
Yes, tight ends for.
Tucker Kraft out.
So, or
buy, excuse me, not out, buy.
I think this is going to be very close. 137 to 134, basically. We'll have to see. Let's see. Maybe Brock Bowers. She's got some high scores on her projected down below. Maybe Sam moves some of those up. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm shocked that she's not starting Brock Bowers again. Brock Bowers was the number 1 or number 2. I think he was the number 1 overall tight end ranked starting, and she's starting Brendan Strange. She's like, listen, you're not getting it done. For whatever reason, Gino's not throwing it to you in in Vegas. Let's see if this Brendan Strange guy can get it done. So a nice gamble by Sam. It'll be interesting to see how it pays off.
Yeah, and then Don's got, at least she has a backup tight end down there.
Yeah, she picked up Theo Johnson, I think, from New York, so he should get some work, especially with that young boy Jackson Dart in at quarterbacks now that he's starting, so I'm sure he's going to look to Theo, who I think scored a touchdown last week, so let's see what he does this week. And let's move on to the next one, which is, that would be Cat versus Todd. Make it quick.
Okay, let's see. Look at the line here. So this is, this is a sibling rivalry.
Yes.
Cat, they don't like your team for some reason. 120 points projected. And look at her bench. Jeez, she's got trouble. So hopefully her guys overperform what they're supposed to, because if not, she's scheduled to lose by about 30 points to Todd's powerhouse team. We shall see. Looking at these on the bench, he's got plenty of players on the bench too. If he wants to start Gino over Jaden Daniels this week.
I don't think so, but yes, gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. This is going to be a good one, but Kat needs some help, at least on the projections.
Yeah,
Kat's
Kat's
got a good record.
Right. Well, yeah, you're right. Kat's definitely been doing great, especially given the fact that her number one pick, CeeDee Lamb, has been on the bench for a couple of weeks now with an injury. Drake London, who just had a great game, is on a bye. I think Tyrone Tracy and Jadian Blue are both out because of injury for this week. So she's thin, but she's hanging on to those guys. So she's forced to start somebody like Brian Robinson, who's the backup to Christian McCaffrey, and only got 1.2 from yesterday's last night's affair. Meanwhile, Uncle Todd is an embarrassment of riches. Look at all the bench players scoring over double digits, like you said. So we'll see how this one fares out. Again, love the sibling rivalry. I'm sure they'll be talking smack, and we'll see how it goes. And now we're up to Nick versus Nate, the N versus the N. And
okay, Nick's off to
a good start with Stafford. Jesus.
Yeah, Matt Stafford, 33.56. Contrary to what you said before, looks like Nate's sticking with Josh Allen, which I would. Looking at the line here, 132. Oh, they think this is going to be close.
Mm-hmm.
Only 2 points separating these two on the projections thus far, but he's already overperforming to the tune of 14 points plus on Nick's side. Very nice. Looking at the benches here, not a ton on either, except for the projection for Prescott. So what's he do? Does he leave Josh Allen in there against New England?
That's a good question. I think he does because, again, even though it's a division game, they're going to play him. They're going to play him tough. I don't know. I mean, Dak was on fire, but it's in New Jersey, so it's not at home, and it's only 1 week. I mean, he's done good the other weeks, but I think you're right, Josh. I mean, Josh Allen's he's your first pick. I think you don't want to stray away from him. You want to start your studs, as someone once said. Let's move on to this. Would be Terry versus Mr. Clemens. Clemens looking to get off his 2-game slide on a losing streak and try to beat your sister.
Yeah, so he's got 3 games in a row against Heath. Looking at the lineups, again, this is going to be a very close one, they think, separated by about 6.5 points. Looking at their benches, not a ton left. He made the right call on Brock Purdy, apparently. He got 0.
He was. Yeah, well, he was supposed to play last night, and then he was yanked late in the day or whatever, and so it was the other guy, Mac Jones, who started last night.
And then she's got a starting lineup, which is good, but a serious bye week problem with that team. At least she'll be done with it this week.
Yeah, she'll be very happy once those folks are off their bye, and hopefully Warren will be back into starting and not injured. Yeah, and Justin Fields is going to be the interesting one because Dallas has given up tons of points. Their defense isn't that great against the pass, so we'll see if Justin Fields can do it, or maybe even the run. We'll see if he can run all over them too, because Justin Fields has been very up and down. So Clemens rolling the dice with old Fields there.
Yeah, okay.
And he's got Travion Henderson in the start too, so interesting. All right, well, we'll see how that plays out. He was on the bench last week. Let's get to you versus Mr. Joseph Layton.
Okay,
going up against a big dog.
Going against a very strong team, and Joe, he's off to a good start with Puka Nacua again.
Oof, yeah, look at that, 24. The guy's a monster. Oh, look at you with Kyron.
Has got Kyron Williams for 31.1.
He would have had more if he didn't fumble, but go on.
Yeah, for 13.8. So I'm out of the blocks with 44.9, nearly 45 points from 2 players.
Yeah, you're a little slow on Devontae. He could have done better, but I get it. Yeah, no, you're happy.
I am gambling here.
Oh my God, Murray's in. Holy crap.
Yeah, I'm gambling with Murray, and I might move up this
Rico Dowdle because he's starting because they just ruled out today Chuba Hubbard out. Rico Dowdle will be the starter for Carolina.
Nice. Yes.
And you need to do that because Bucky Irving's out, dum-dum. That's why he's got 0.
Who?
Bucky Irving. He's out. He's injured.
Yes,
again.
I realize that. Okay. No, I knew that already. I'm not.
Well, you don't have him off your roster.
Yeah, I will move it up. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah. And you see, I benched the Packers after last week.
I see that. You're going with the Ravens against Houston, but the Ravens are going to be in trouble because not against Houston, but I just mean Lamar's out now, so they don't have that offense that's going to keep them on the field. We'll see how they do. Meanwhile, you couldn't do anything with the Packers. Yeah, you were a stud to sit the Packers. They're on a bye.
I know.
You're so brave.
I still did it as a message.
Yes, exactly. As a message. You said, hey, I'm not going to put up with this, kids.
That's right.
Very good. No, that's good. It should be interesting to see how it's going to turn out. Again, another good week. We're up to the 5th week. Holy crap, if the season's only, 13 plus weeks, I think, right now, before we get into playoffs. So we're not quite halfway there, but we're rounding the corner to the halfway point. Everybody's still very competitive. Teams have had ups and downs, injuries, people who haven't showed up, but they've been balanced enough so that we're not completely lopsided one way or another to where a whole bunch of teams are doing great and everybody else sucks. So that's good. So hopefully people keep doing that and we're competitive. I don't think we've seen any trades yet, have we, this year, Mr. Heath?
No, not anything of note.
I've only put out one, and that didn't last for too long, but I don't know if anybody else has tried any, so we'll be interested to see if there will be any trade bait coming up with people.
It's a good time to start.
Yeah, exactly, especially depending on what your record is and as you start getting further. And, man, the injuries are just a killer. Malik Neighbors out for the year. I mean, that's the number one pick for Clemens, and he's out now. So injuries are always a killer. You can't plan for that. Meanwhile, it's hard to be patient. I know it was for me with Ashton Genty and people like that are supposed to eventually show up. So now he showed up. It's like, can he stay up? I hope he continues at least producing with what he should be. But that's the fun of this game, right? It's always a crapshoot every week.
Yeah.
All right, well, I should let you go. Sounds like you got to get some work done.
Yes.
Good chatting here. Hopefully this comes out with sound on both sides. Thanks, everybody, for being patient with our IT technical difficulties. We don't have a staff. It's just us. But we appreciate you watching. So for Kevin Heath, this is Matt Dickey saying...
Stay classy, BONESTORM.
Exactly. Very nice.